Previously on Interiors by Design, Titi Fowora taught the contestants about inspiration and finding ways to communicate with the client.
I'm sure some of you are aware of what a mood board is. So it's a good tool for communicating your ideas with the client. So you have to be good at being inspired by the most abstract of things.
And 4 contestants went back to the drawing board.
This might not be, goodbye forever. I guess it has to be sayonara, as they say. And like Osaru said earlier, it'll have to be back to the drawing board for now.
My name is Zainab Ohunene Tijani.
Me personally, I love when it comes to design and creativity and all. Anything that has to do with design and creativity, I love it, I have flair for it.
Anyway, I'm here to do my best, my very best. Honestly, it still depends on the judges or the audience.
You know what I would say is that only God knows the winner.
Today, we're looking at accessorizing. Everyone knows that accessories take an interior design space to the next level. Accessories have the capacity to add that extra layer to a space, be it a vase, be it a plant, a mirror, a rug, or even a lamp that serves a purpose. All kinds of accessories do different things in a space. So today, we're going to look at that, and hopefully, this is going to be an interesting episode.
For me, accessories are the key to any space, home, office, because your furniture is the building blocks basically,
yes.
And then the accessories is what makes that space either a home or whatever you're trying to interpret with that space. Without the accessories, it remains flat.
Is there anything in particular that we should know as interior designers when we're sourcing pieces that need to be both functional and be aesthetically pleasing?
Well, I think for me, detail, and people who know me, I'm particular about detail. I'm big on consoles. There's so much you can do with consoles.
Again, I'm all about marrying the practical with the aesthetically pleasing. So the lamp functions as a source of light.
Yes.
And then the mirror has its own function as well. I'm actually going to ask them a question. Does anyone know what a mirror does in a space? Why do interior designers like to use mirrors a lot?
It makes the space seem larger because the images of the spaces are bouncing off the mirror and then it's reflected.
So the reflection makes it look like the space is doubled up.
So the first thing for me when I'm setting up a living room is the balance. So we've got a regular 2 occasional chairs. I always try and start with 2 lamps on either side of a sofa. I just kind of find it just kind of balances the space. So with this one, we've just kept it neutral. So even though you've got a kind of a blank canvas or you've got a very white space, you know, you can still inject a bit of color, you know, and always try and tie things in. So you just don't have something just standing there. What does it kind of, it doesn't have to be that obvious, but really to the mind eye, it just balances.
I wanted to find out, how do you do your sourcing for your accessories? Do you just buy randomly, and if I can ask, where?
Okay, I mean, well, I own a store, so I always tend to have to buy beforehand. But if I'm working a project, usually it doesn't necessarily have to be from my store. I would source everywhere else, because you have to have a bit of a style also to be able to help your client. So I source here and I source abroad, basically.
So on that note, Karen, a huge thank you for having us here today at Urban Living. We've had such an amazing time. And like I said, I could stay here for hours and hours, but alas, we have to go. But thank you very much for talking us through it all again.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you at my store. Thank you.
Next, we whisked the contestants to the beautiful Angelica store, where they had the chance to practice what they learned so far with their trusted mentor, Titi, guiding them.
Hi guys, so I hope you've had fun so far on our accessorizing episode. So we're gonna have a little fun task. Don't worry, it's not a challenge, relax. Although if you do really badly, it could be. We're going to accessorize this space. The things we're trying to achieve, some color, pattern, texture, form. So what I'd like each of you to do is walk around this amazing store, Angelica's home store, with all the fabulous accessories, and bring me back one accessory that you think would work in this space. So choose carefully, think about what we're trying to achieve. I've already seen some pieces, and there might be bonus points in there for people that bring the pieces that I already like. So I said it wasn't a challenge, but hey, you never know with me. So go on guys, off you go. Okay, so Essay, what did you bring?
Yeah, I brought this.
Okay.
Apparently, I asked about it and they said it's actually
An ice bucket.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's actually very different because I actually felt like it could be an accessory.
So where would you put it? Would you leave it there, or
Yeah, I'll have it
ideally
here.
you would
No,
put it
I won't have it in the middle
down
because
there?
it's actually, it's bigger than the space.
I brought like 4 different sets of 4 pieces, like in sets, and all the colors complement each other, because if you see the photo frame, it has silver and glass. When you
Okay.
look at this one, it has silver and glass. And this
Okay.
is glass, and then glass also.
Okay.
Okay, so I was thinking.
And the candles, these are the candles you're talking about. So
Yes.
that's also silver and glass. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, why I brought this one and that one over there was, I mean, the coffee table is too far.
Okay.
Like, you know how you get to drink in somebody's house or something and you
Yeah,
have to
reaching,
stretch.
yeah,
And
by
then
the time
this
you drink,
space
you
is
spill
empty.
it.
Why not use this space for something?
Okay.
So you drink, you drop it over there, you drink, you drop
drop
it
it
there.
for the person
That's
on this
for that.
side.
Yeah.
Okay. One I had my eye on.
I picked this, and unlike everybody else, I picked just one thing because I believe less is more.
Now you're just trying to be teacher's pet,
No,
but it's
no.
okay.
Yes, and I picked that because it's like branchy. And if you notice, the legs of the
yep.
table are silver and branchy, so it doesn't exactly match, but it is.
So there's a theme.
Yes, exactly.
I've got these 2
Okay.
ceramic pieces.
Why?
I chose white
Okay.
because this place is dark
Okay.
and this is dark on dark.
Light, color,
Yes, to bring it out.
contrast.
Yeah, to attract your eyes
Okay.
to this piece of furniture.
Okay, I like that. What are you guilty of? Go on.
Okay, I was thinking of adding some contrast,
Okay.
something different entirely. And then we had masculine and feminine.
Yep.
So this is solely masculine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and
Say
this
so.
is feminine.
Why did you bring the tray?
Because it was neutral, is aesthetically pleasing as well.
Okay.
It brings all of them together, both
feminine and masculine. The elephant is also beautiful too, so it's not just all masculine in there. So
it's still a bit dainty, a bit pretty.
Exactly.
Okay.
I chose these two rows in particular because they have that soft feminine. The lettering is quite romantic.
Okay.
I chose the letter opener and these trays of
the dish.
I chose this dish in particular to add a bit of color.
Color, okay.
So I chose this because I liked the repetition and I liked the detailing on the body, which goes hand in hand with the detailing on the
legs of the table. I hope we saved the best for last. Let's see.
The rooms with the furniture, the color, everything seems like a lounge, sort of semi-serious room or space.
Okay.
So I decided let me add something that could bring fun or thinking to this space.
Leko was the only person that picked something interactive. Okay guys, I'm actually quite impressed. So, I mean, I know ideally you'd be able to pick out items and just do up the space yourself, but it was good to hear the stories and the reasoning behind it, which means you are paying attention sometimes, even when I'm not sure.
Looks well placed. More lessons, please.
I think you've done very well, especially since you just had a crash course. But, you know, there will still be a small challenge later on in the day. But on to the next.
The contestants visit one of the leading interior design businesses in Lagos, Androzini, run by Andrew Adeni.
So today we're going to be talking to Andrew, who's at Androzini, and he's going to teach us one or two things about making pieces that can make the space. So we still do have to learn some decorative aspects of interior design. Hello Andrew, how are you?
I'm all right.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having us here today.
You're most welcome.
Okay, so just tell us what you would like to show us and kind of just talk us through it, please.
Okay, good day everybody.
Also a guest judge today, this self-made and versatile interior design mogul will teach the contestants a few vital things and essential lessons about accessorizing. The CEO, Andrew, teaches them how to make a buffet. The contestants pay attention as they will have to recreate their own version.
So this is sort of the basic piece, right? Before anything special has happened.
Since we're working with a square shape, we've made the frame beneath, the plywood frame in square. Then depending on how foamy or how puffy you want it to be, depends on the size of the foam you're using. So first of all you need to do is about measurement and precision before you cut your fabric up so that you don't waste the fabric. So you need to take the measurement of all sides depending on which measurement which unit you are familiar with.
So we're sewing the fabric together. It's not like we're sewing it on the ottoman.
No, at all.
It's kind of like we're wearing it.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, but then you just have to, the reason why you have to cut it and put it on the, the frame is for you to be sure about the measurements so that it's easy for you and it's perfect fit when you're wearing it. So once you get all the size right, then you can now proceed to sew the top. There's a cover for the base normally, but locally, most people call it tear. For something this small, you can either go with a stapler, but a bigger stapler, not a small stapler, or you can go with tack nails. The kind of hammer used here is different.
So is the tear the plain fabric?
Yeah, the plain fabric.
If you don't want to waste your nice fabric underneath.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to, own it yourself, you can actually do anything. You can actually, sew a ribbon round, make it look like a gift. Just basically anything you can think of, just to make it your own, like make it unique. That's just about it.
Wow, so that was really interesting. Thank you very much, Andrew. So if you look under the table, there should be a puff ottoman in the making with your name on it. The challenge today is accessorizing upholstery. So we're giving you a template that is uniform to everybody, and you'll get the chance to pick fabrics and accessories and create something that you think is unique and is special.
Not so fast and easy. These contestants will have to prove their worth. They have to source their own fabric and accessories at the iconic Tejua Show Market. Some of them look satisfied, but did they make the right fabric choice?
So you guys are just back from the infamous Tejo Show Market. Tell us what that was about.
It was it was a wonderful experience.
Wonderful experience.
Yes.
Tell us more about
Very
that.
busy market.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah, and the marketplace.
So many people.
Yeah.
And then those Yaba boys trying to pull
Those
you.
Yaba boys,
Yeah.
oh, sister, auntie.
Yes.
Everybody's calling you here and there. They want you to come and
Jaman,
buy.
Jaman.
Yeah.
Seeing how stressful that was. I mean, that's like a different aspect of
Yes, it is
interior
actually.
design. I mean, seeing that aside, is it still something? Is it still a career that you definitely want to be
because that's
involved
even
in?
what I do currently. So
Okay.
yes, it's still a career choice. I can't leave now. It's still a career choice.
Definitely.
I mean, the stress is just a small part of it.
Usually, I am not someone who really knows how to engage traders.
Okay.
But that day, I saw the way my colleagues were, it bolstered up my confidence in the market. Now, I know that I can enter that market and get whatever I like. It was a wonder. It freed,
Yeah?
Yeah, the tension in me and all that. It was wonderful.
Back to Andrezini. Now it's time to put all that they have learned into action.
And as you can see, our contestants are getting to work. They have their second challenge today, so they're busy getting their arts and crafts on. We had a challenge yesterday. Unfortunately, some people were sent home, some people passed. So, everyone is here trying to get their groove on, trying to let their creative juices flow a little bit more. A couple of people went to the market earlier just to have a first-hand experience of how it goes in the marketplace. Sean, you went to the market earlier today. What was that experience like? I know you're busy, but just run us through briefly what the market experience like. A first-hand experience going to the market, picking out fabrics. What was that like for you? A little bird told me about some friction that has been going on amongst a couple of contestants. I'm not going to name names. I heard there was a certain push within a certain young lady, small shaped young lady. If you know anything about that? Not at all? Really? Really? You're not going to tell me about that? So everything is rosy, everything is smooth amongst everyone. 2 pushes. Really? Wow. 2 pushes. Did you take part in any of the pushing parade? Wow, both of them. 2 pushes. Don't mess with her. Don't let her small size. No, you are the pushy. You're the pushy or the pusher. So no one should mess with her. That's for sure. Zainab, I see you hammering this. How's it going? Do you need some help with that?
No.
How's it going? Can you walk us through your design process? Keeping it simple. Man, as you can hear, the hammers are beating. I can barely hear myself, but everyone is really trying to get their groove on. In case you didn't know, you guys have 15 minutes left when I started. So by now it should probably be like 10 minutes. So you guys really need to speed up.
With the limited resources and their confined environment, what's the worst that could happen? Who scales through?
It's been really interesting. It's always interesting to meet new people, and it's been really challenging because we've had like tasks and it's tense, so it's been challenging, but also I've learned, like in these few days, I've learned so many things, and I'm really glad that I'm here because I'm really happy with what I've learned and what I've seen other people trying to get ahead. It's really encouraging.
Definitely, everybody wants to win either ways, but God will also have to be done. If one has to just win, one has to learn a lot from it. So there's no sense coming here just for the contest and not learning something out of it. There's no sense. So like, even as much as I'm coming here for the context and all, I still have to get a lot of knowledge, so I won't lose without with, okay, I came, I got something.
It's not a game of luck, but if everybody's bringing their A game, it's a chance of, can you satisfy the judge's desire?
So Andrew and Osaru, what do you think? I think they've done well. Some people have done pretty well. What do you think?
I think, everyone actually tried. They've never done this before, so it was quite nice to see that they were able to create something.
Judging from functionality, first of all, any of the accessories on top
They broke that
is a
basic
no-no.
rule.
Yeah,
you can't sit on it. So
it's not functional. You can't sit on all those designs.
Okay.
According to the judges, the number one rule about making a buffet is never putting anything on the top. And some contestants broke the rule. What happens now?
So guys, it's been a long day and we know it's been a challenging challenge, so to speak, but very well done. At the moment we have our top 2 and our bottom 3. So the top 2, as decided by the judges, are that one and that one.
First of all, when you're designing, especially when it comes to furniture or interior design in general, functionality is key. That's the basis. It has to be usable.
So I personally selected these 2 because I thought they were quite stunning. The blue and yellow one, really nice because I love, the pattern actually has a rhythm to it. It was nice that you selected that because you got to choose your fabric. And it was well thought out because the gems that you put on there follow the pattern of the fabric. Very simple, yet extremely elegant. Yeah. And Umi's nice as well, the same thing, the pattern that, of the gemstones has this really sultry kind of look to it, and the roses also add like a feminine touch, which is nice. And the fact that it's functional, you can sit on it without having to worry about bumps and stuff on your bum. That makes a difference, and you can tell that you put a lot of work into it. Yeah. Every single rose was attached individually, and the part that just gets me is the bottom bit.
The frilly thing on the bottom.
Yes,
like that.
When I was talking about it earlier, I said that's so today. Like now, all these frilly looks are in. So that is definitely an extra point for me. And I have to say, Zainab's is extremely neat. Like the edges pulled through very well. So it looks really nice.
But I think the only thing for me about Zainab's was I would have preferred if you had a bit of a contrast. That's all. It's not a big criticism, but So
I would say Zainab.
Okay.
Contrast isn't always everything, so it looks good.
Matching say yesterday.
Anyway, judging on simplicity and functionality, I will go with this.
Okay. So I get to be the tiebreaker. Let's see. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm a less is more kind of person, so and I like it. I feel like it's one of those pieces you can literally move it from room to room because it's so simple. It would work. It would translate.
And I can even see the beauty from afar. I don't have to look close, which is the only thing I have against it. In quite, it's neater than this, but then I have to look closer to see the beauty. But for this, I can pick it from afar.
So to be honest, it was very close.
It's quite a tie.
Very close. How was it for you? Like working, because we know the workroom got a bit tense, and
It was so tense, and they were so we were working with few tools, so everybody was rushing, and we had little times. It was like, give me the gum, and so there was so much tension.
But that happens in real life because we live in a world of limited resources.
So guys, you guys all really put work into this. This is something you've never done before, so it's new. I commend all of you. Yeah. What was really big for us was this gems or accessories that were on top of the chair. It's quite uncomfortable. If you sit on it, they're in your palm, and that isn't great. I mean, it's probably something you didn't think about, but that's why we're here, to learn and to do better next time. The red, whose is the red? Okay. Leko, remember. It just seems like you literally put glue and threw the stuff in the air, and wherever it landed, and that isn't great. And it's also really not neat. You didn't drag the fabric well around the poof, and it just, it looks like a mess, honestly.
As a matter of fact, direction, is key. You need to decide what you want to do. It makes the work easier and faster.
Already have a plan.
Have a plan already. So direction is key.
So, and then these two, I feel like it was just the obvious lack of functionality. Whose is this one? Ife, okay. Was this meant to be on top, on the side, underneath? We don't even know where it belongs.
It was meant to be by the side, but
Okay.
it was not.
You didn't fasten it on, so it just...
This was a nice concept, and you had the needle and thread. All you just had to do was, put it to the side and just...
Who is responsible for this? I think I know. Okay, let's have a
You
look.
actually went against all the rules.
You can't sit on it. You didn't finish. I don't think you
bottom
all
is
of them finished.
It's not functional.
Yeah,
Design-wise, I don't know what you're trying to do. There's no direction to it.
It's not so aesthetically pleasing either. We'll be quick.
Honestly, yeah, I don't like it at all. There's
Some
nothing
bits of it
about
are actually already falling, so it hasn't even got, like, in terms of quality control, the bits of it are already falling apart. It hasn't left the shop yet. So,
Anyway,
well,
so I'll
we're going to
say-
have to decide who's going back to the drawing board today.
Should I say, Lekon, I think you're immune, luckily, just because you don't have the gems on the
safe.
top. So you're safe.
At least we can sit on it.
At least we can
We
sit
might not
on
want
it.
to look at it,
but we can sit
but
on
we
it.
can sit on it. So.
But Ife and yeah, we have to, between the both of you, I mean, it was quite a tight
Yeah,
call.
it's a
I mean,
tough one, this one. So who do we think is going back to the drawing board today?
Okay, I can excuse this because of the size of the gem.
It's
I
gonna
can
be
still,
safer.
I
You
can
can
still
still
manage
manage
to
it.
sit on it.
Although
And
that's
for the
already-
fact that you said you were trying to put this by
On the side, not on top.
I will excuse you for that.
Okay.
But this, you just broke too many rules. Like
Design,
you didn't go
functionality,
design-wise,
neatness, everything.
functionality. You went against all the rules. So for me, I would just say, you need to get back to some learning, acquire more knowledge. And
back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing
Your
board.
decision as well.
I have to agree, Shem. This has got to go back to the drawing board.
So unfortunately, Shem, sorry. I guess it's back to the drawing board for you.
And Shem takes the fall. Back to the drawing board, man.
Oh, well, I think, as I said, I went against the rules. Like, it never even occurred to me, like, while I was working, it never occurred to me, like, leave the surface, then, which part of the thing I learned today. So, I think, as I said, I didn't just meet up to the expectation I was meant to. I think I've been a lot so far, and I've been to places as in I've gone around, gotten some stuff to get inspiration from, and also, I think, to me, I don't think I lose. I think I gain more. So.
Congratulations to Umi. She gets this week's immunity.
Really challenging, especially because we had like the resources, the time, everything was small. Like we had so little time, we had little resources, but we had to make it work. So yeah, it was really challenging, but I came to win the whole thing. So yes, I want to win more tasks.
Always remember, guys, the contestants have a chance to win a design course at the prestigious Decor and Rainbow Interior Design Academy in the UK. Share your thoughts on social media with the hashtag #BackToTheDrawingBoard. We would like to hear from you. Follow us on REDTV, Interiors by Design, for more engaging updates. Tune in next week for more on Interiors by Design.